I recently took a trip to the big neon jungle that is Las Vegas, Nevada. And although I didn't get any rest, I came back more tired from my vacation than I left. I did return with something. Inspiration. Inspiration that I wanted to make my next video about my favorite Fallout game of all time. Fallout 76. Yeah, just kidding. My favorite Fallout game of all time is obviously Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas was released in October of 2010 for PC, PS3, Xbox 360. Bear in mind, that is the last generation of consoles. Developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Bethesda. Single-player game took what I saw as a very linear Fallout 3 and built out on the same engine, a game whose tagline should have been, I don't know, just do what you want, and I'm sure it will all work out in the end. Fallout New Vegas took some somewhat linear progression system from Fallout 3, which I'm not going to have any spoilers, but your choices are do something yourself, have someone else do something, or do nothing without DLC. So in a lot of ways, Fallout 3 followed the same linear path as Oblivion, rather than a lot of the other Fallout games, which were more choose-your-own-adventure books. Fallout 3 had a brilliant engine for the time, but it was more or less Pirates of the Caribbean. You board the ride in one spot, you ride the ride, you take in the sights, you enjoy the ride, and then you get off. And hopefully you had fun. And if you didn't have fun, you're heading back to GameStop and trading in that game for about $3.50. Maybe, if you're lucky. Fallout New Vegas dropped you in the desert, mortally wounded, gave you 5 endings to work with tons of mini-quests to fill in your adventures. Yes, I know technically it was only 4 exits, but one of them is a choose-your-own-adventure. And given the fact that you have the ability to choose from sort of binary yes-no decisions among multiple options, I'm going to count that as 2. Do you want to play the game as a total brute? Interacting with nobody on the map? Shooting first and asking questions later? Yeah, you can totally do that. Do you want to grow old reading terminals, finding every back door, picking locks, and running away from every fight? Yeah, you can totally do that. I've done that. There's actually an ending that sort of syncs up with that. Do you want to roleplay as a knight, hacking and slashing your way through the legions of Rome? Yeah, I mean, I've totally done that. It is a lot of fun. Do you want to get addicted to chems, do really questionable, immoral things to progress the game, eat other people? It's all possible. But wait game's done slow, you say. Fallout 3 was the first game and it was 2 years older. Think of all the extra time and technology that Obsidian had. To that I say, Fallout 3 is a great game and I'm not taking anything away from Fallout 3. It's not a bad game, so take a deep breath and stop yelling because you're going to wake your parents up. I'm saying that normalizing for the 2-year gap in development, Obsidian developed a superior product for the same generation of consoles and didn't have much more to work with. They had an absolute shoestring timeline, and it wasn't a big company, so it's not as though they had an infinite budget to work with, so let's calm down. Obsidian brought to the table the advancement of the VAT system that's really still used in the same sort of way today, compelling companions, clever and fun perks, survival, the addition of gambling, which is silly but fun, and a crafting and modding attempt that is very respectable. And all of these features give the edge to Fallout New Vegas. Wait, you say even louder. Fallout 4! What about Fallout 4? To that I say, Fallout 4 was the next generation of consoles, so let's calm down there. And it built on, or attempted to build on, a huge number of aspects that New Vegas pioneered, either through development by Obsidian or through the modding community. And in a lot of cases, Bethesda didn't even do as good a job in the next generation as Obsidian did in the previous generation. Let's compare 2 points, right? First, let's compare followers. In New Vegas, one of the first followers you meet is Boone, an ex-member of the NCR who killed his own wife and child to save them from slavery, did unspeakable things in the name of the NCR, and really wants his beret back. In Fallout 4, the first person you meet is Preston Garvey, and he wants you to know the settlement that needs your help. He'll mark it on your map. Also, there's a settlement that needs your help, and he'll mark it on your map. The next feature is modding and crafting. In Fallout New Vegas, right, you get a sniper rifle, and you love that sniper rifle. You repair it, you keep it clean, you get to feed it special ammo, You take care of that weapon because it's not just a weapon, it's your weapon, and you had to work really hard to get all the mods that you put on it. It gives you a connection to it and makes it feel like you've accomplished something. In Fallout 4, you kill a random legendary bloatfly, and a legendary weapon pops out. And if that legendary weapon is better than the weapon you've been using, you throw it away, you walk to a workbench, and you throw all new parts on it, and it doesn't feel as special because you didn't work as hard for it. And frankly, you'll get some weapons in Fallout 4, and you may just use those weapons for the rest of the game. They're just handed to you. If you do Brotherhood early, that's probably the case. Fallout 4 wins in a lot of other ways. It's obviously technologically superior. It's in the era after Skyrim. So they had a barometer that they were working off of what the world should look like and be like, and what, Skyrim doors should exist. It is the next generation of game. It is a good game. It is not Fallout New Vegas. So here's how we're going to play this. I'm going to lightly mod the game just to make it a little bit more interesting in today's current environment. Mostly better textures, open load zones, more perks and traits, and more modding and crafting. I may or may not add something to Sleazier's Legion to make them a little bit more interesting. We'll see. And I want to involve you, the audience. So at the end of each episode, I'm going to ask a series of questions, and I want you to drop your opinion in the comments. After a few days, I'll take the feedback, and I'll go forward with your choices. If I don't get feedback, I'll always give you my default. Before we even start, the episode 0 questions are: should we play a male or a female character? This changes some of the outcomes in the game, and if you choose a female character specifically, you're unable to choose some outcomes. I would default to a male character, if given the choice, so that we have all the options. What skills should we focus on early? I really don't want to play a sneaky sniper, because I play that in every Fallout game. I'd like to play with explosives and shotguns this go around, because that could be a lot of fun. Let me know what you think. Do we befriend Goodsprings? Do we befriend the Powder Gangers? Or do we just wipe both out in our wake? I would default towards befriending Goodspring, because I would like to have the Goodspring folks around to act as a dumping ground for my stuff. I'd like to be able to go back and use the 2 shops there to just dump off my items, run from there. So drop a comment below and let me know what you think. In about a week, I'll grab the comments from YouTube and Twitter and decide what to do next. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone who watches. We'll be back shortly with episode 1, Fallout New Vegas. Thank you. Have a nice night.